Hey guys, what's up? This is ZDog14
and BCM1, and we're here to talk about 1,000 Suns. Now, before we get into anything, I just want to say that we're not those old Linkin Park fans who are going to trash this album because it wasn't like Hypersphere Meteor. Now, I've seen a bunch of people defending this album, which is kind of a, like, I saw this one person on YouTube who was actually defending this album, so you know, it's not like the album is completely hated, so I just wanted to get that out of the way. And with that, I'll turn it to ZDog14.
Okay, well first of all, I want to say I've been a fan of Linkin Park since 2002. In fact, I've been a fan since 2nd grade, so at that time, I think it was around 2001, 2002. So that's when Hybrid Theory came out, and I loved that album, and then Meteora, and then I love Minutes to Midnight. Yes, I really don't care what people say. And I love 1,000 Suns just as much. So, we're going to be talking about the tracks individually. Now, the first two tracks, the Requiem and the Radiance, are both fillers, so we'll go ahead and skip that. But it really starts out with Burning in the Skies, which, to me, I imagine myself... Okay, you know the Pokemon Rapidash? I imagine, like, I'm galloping on it on a desert, and the desert's on fire, and I'm like, ah! I don't know. Just me. But it's a pretty epic song. And then it begins, after that it is Empty Spaces, which is a short song, it's another filler, has some gunshots and some crickets and stuff. And then it goes on to When They Come For Me, which, wow, it's a pretty powerful song. Full straight-on rap song by Mike Shinoda, the rapper of the group. And yeah, and then after that it is Robot Boy, which is one of my favorite songs from the album. Pretty epic. And the second one, which is Jornada del Muerto, which actually means Journey of the Dead in Spanish. I don't really take Spanish, but I translated that last night on Google. Well, not translate, I looked it up. Anyway, yeah, it's a pretty good song. And then it goes to Waiting for the End, which is the second single off this album. And it's a pretty good song. Good rap, good vocals sung by Chester. And then number 9, we got Blackouts with Chester screaming. And if you guys know Linkin Park, you know some of the fans love to hear Chester screaming. Then after that, it's Wretches and Kings. And this song, wow. I mean, after a couple of times, this song is balls to the wall. I mean, it is amazing. You got rapping by Mike, powerful rapping. And you got this cool screaming from Chester. You got these cool samples and everything. Then after that is Wisdom, Justice, and Love, which, believe it or not, it's another filler, but it's probably an important filler because it contains a speech from Martin Luther King Jr., and I found that pretty amazing. And after that, it starts out with Iridescent, which is not really my favorite track on the album, but I still appreciate it. And then after that, it's Fallout, which is another filler, so I'm not really going to talk about that. Then The Catalyst, which is the first single off the album. And wow, that song is another favorite because I pretty much know the lyrics already. Such a catchy tune, such awesome. There's not really much guitars or anything until like the end. And then after that is The Messenger, which is just acoustic guitar and Chester screaming, so it's pretty nice, actually, and I know how to play it. It's pretty nice. So, yep, that was my take on the tracks, and what do you think of the songs on the album, BCM dude?
I thought they were pretty good. The only thing I didn't like was the Requiem and the Radiance. I think could have just been one track, so that way they couldn't have, so that way they could probably put one extra track in there.
Yeah.
And the other thing I kind of didn't like about the album is you really have to listen to it. Like, you really have to listen to it just to get a feel for it. Like, Minutes to Midnight, I got a feel for it right away. Mm-hmm. But the first time I listened to this album, it was like, okay, what the heck did I just listen to?
Yeah, true. And Mike Shinoda, he said that this, like, each single song should be listened to. Actually, the entire album should just be listened to as one song. And if you buy, like, the downloadable version, which I have, I don't own the actual CD, but it has something called 1,000 Suns, the full experience. It's the entire album right here as one song. It's just amazing to hear it as one song. It really is.
Alright, this is D-Dog Routine BCMD1 signing off.
I give this 9 out of 10.
Me too.